Yes, yes, yes. That's right, y'all.
Hey,
That's yeah. We got her in. She's locked in with us. Yeah. I got a
hey,
very
can you hear
special.
me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You got me, Heather.
Yeah.
All right, all right. I'll intro you in a sec here. Just gonna do a little intro for the podcast. That's right. You're tuning in to Where's My Damn Podcast. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Whatever you guys do on that internet, you know what I mean. So yeah, be sure to do that. And I appreciate all the listeners that's tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shouts out to my one and only sponsor, Anchor. So if if anyone wants to sponsor the podcast, let me know. Holler at your boy. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. I got a very special guest on the line. She's a comedian. She's gonna break it all down for us. And without any further ado, uh, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you, Heather Rogue, to the show. What's up, Heather?
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. How's your day going so far?
I'm pretty good. I'm taking it easy today. I'm
There,
trying to beat this level in BioShock Infinite, and it's kicking my butt. So that's where I'm at.
there you go. There you go. Well, let's get into your history a little bit. Um, man, I met you a couple months ago. We did a show together. For those that don't know, we did a showcase together. With Alvin Duke, Deep in Your Mouth, comedy showcase. Man, that was fun. I had a lot of fun. I met Heather on that showcase.
Yeah, that
Also,
was a great show.
yeah, yeah, and Rico Austin, Rico the Great was headlining it. He was awesome. Robert Amato was on there. Logan
Yeah,
Farr, and yes, and my guest Heather Rogue, man, she killed it. She's a bad bitch, y'all. I mean,
I I was there as well. It's true. I did. I made jokes on a stage, and laid it down.
yeah, there you
The
go.
there. Suddenly people were enjoying themselves, and it was a party.
Yeah,
Um,
hell
that's
yeah,
how it
man.
works, right?
Yep,
It's the magic. But
yep.
yeah, that was a great show. It was cool to meet you too. You had a great set as well, so it was a lot of fun
Thank you, thank
doing
you.
doing
Appreciate
that.
that.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it was called deep in. I think it's just called in your mouth. I don't. I think you added.
I think I added a little extra there. My
You're
bad.
reading too much into it.
Oh my god, my bad, Alvin Duke. My bad,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't think. I mean, no, I don't. I bet Alvin wants to give you props right now. He's like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I wish it was deep in your mouth.
yeah.
It doesn't quite get deep.
Oh
It's
my god. Yeah, no, yeah, I think you're right on that though. In your mouth comedy showcase. There.
yeah.
Oh my
I,
god.
I I can't deep throat. I can only deep cheek. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Break out the air horn. Yeah, no, it was cool meeting you. But we actually ended up just chopping it up before the show, and that was cool to just chop it up for a little bit and
Oh
talk
yeah, at
about
the bar
comedy.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, at the
hmm
bar. Yeah,
I
so
love talking about comedy. I'm obsessed with it. I think
right,
about
right,
three things in my life, and one of those things is comedy.
right. Yeah, man, it's like it's like catching that bug, man. Like once
hmm
we got once we got into it, it's like, it just didn't stop. It's like addicting.
Exactly. Like when I first started, it was slow for me. I had two jobs. I was going to school. I had this like really um straining, stressful relationship, and so like I just wasn't into it at first. Like I really loved it. I
Hmm.
hadn't bombed yet. I was doing well. It was something I felt like I was good at, and I really wanted to keep exploring. But my life was too busy. and like I didn't have a car. It's like commuting to all these things anyways takes so much time. So
Right.
um, I just it didn't quite make it into being like a big part of my life until I kind of had a mental breakdown. You
Mm-hmm.
know, started from square one, basically quit all my jobs, quit school, broke
Mm.
up with my boyfriend at the time,
Yeah.
and started doing comedy just like 100%. You know, at least 3 nights a week,
There
and
you go. There you. It's
and
all about that grind. It's all about that
it's
grind.
you got. I mean, for me, you got to be on the grind, and it's a full grind. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can't understand how people are doing the same sets. Like I understand like really building and always working and tinkering with your type five to make sure that you can always go lay out a type five somewhere and blow people away. Like I get that.
Yeah.
Like you should always have your type five be your best, you at your very best.
Right.
But
Right.
for me, like you should always be challenging yourself and experimenting and like always breaking your comfort zone when with your grind. If you're just grinding, doing the exact same thing at every open mic, you're not
Mm-hmm.
grinding. You're
Right.
looking for you're an addict looking for a little comedy buzz. Like give me
Right.
some laughs at this
And
joke.
you're referring to material as far as jokes. Is that what you're saying?
Well, and it doesn't have to be material, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you should be writing new material, but you should also be experimenting with all the different aspects, tone. Like go and do an open mic doing an impression of your favorite comedian's tone instead of just like how you feel comfortable delivering your
Ah, I
material.
see.
You
I
know what
see.
I
Okay,
mean?
I got you. Got
And
you.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. All sorts of different ideas.
Right.
That's my advice. It hasn't steered me completely wrong yet. I've definitely tanked a few shows before with some bad material and some bad delivery and just bad everything when I was first starting out. But
Right.
I think that that's part of the process. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Definitely.
I think overall it's worth it to make mistakes on stage, you know,
Yeah.
at open mics, not at big clubs and stuff.
Right. Right. Well, yeah, and you know what? We're definitely gonna get into it as far as how many years you've been doing it and stuff. And that's why I wanted to reach out to you because, man, like I said, um we were on the same showcase and man, you fucking you killed it. And just our conversation prior to that at the bar, and I felt like, man, you're a cool ass chick. So and for those that don't know, Heather Rogue is she's you're trans gender. Am I is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, cause it's part of my material anyways, and we'll probably get into it anyways,
Hmm.
sure. But generally speaking, you shouldn't just like tell people someone is trans because you know you kind of might be exposing them to um, judgment and danger and other things that
Oh,
they didn't
my
necessarily
bad.
consent to receiving. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And so yeah, like um, but yes, I am transgender. And I guess good eye for guessing. Or I don't know if you guessed, but
Yeah. No.
no, you should be a detective.
Yeah.
Really good at that.
Thank you. Thank you.
What gave it away? My parking job.
No.
Okay.
Right. Oh my God.
Um,
Oh man.
yeah,
Um.
that's my bad. But yeah, yeah. I'm trans. What you got? What you want to know?
Yeah. No. I mean, I appreciate that. My bad for c- um.
Well, just this is just so for anyone who listens to this knows, like, generally, you know, hey, you don't necessarily need to tell people they're trans. We're not like out of society where it's like, I mean, for one thing, it's not people's business because what are you really saying is, hey, this person over here at least used to have a dick, you know,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
sure he's not with the guy now, but
It's like, okay, we can edit that out. um.
um,
But
but yeah, like that's just something to think about for your audience. It's like you know maybe it's not something that it's kind of someone's personal business. For me, it's part of my stand up anyways.
yeah.
Part
Yeah.
of my whole thing, my shtick.
Definitely
Um,
got it. Yeah. So yeah,
It's my
man.
brand. So I'm brand. So yeah, I my camel has three toes. Uh,
Oh man, she's on it. She's on fire.
I'm just doing my set now.
Yeah, right. um, but yeah, let's get into it. Like as far as how many years you've been doing it. Where you're
Doing comedy.
yeah, that and where you're from originally. I believe what was it? Sacramento area, Truckee or something like that.
Oh well, okay. So yeah, I was born in Truckee,
Okay.
which is a quaint little town
Yeah.
in Northern California, surrounded by seven ski resorts. There's some 75 ski resorts somewhere in between there,
Mm-hmm.
and I moved pretty young. I don't know, like well, not that young, but like 13, and then like I've been all over, and I used to travel too. I used to just like hitchhike for a few years. Um, but I ended up settling in Sacramento because you know, I kind of had to, I had to submit to capitalism, even though I'm a communist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just, I had to just like compromise so that I could transition because you can't, it's just too hard, on the streets.
Yeah.
And as long as I had the ability to get off the streets, I needed to seize that
Yeah.
so that I could be myself, and take advantage of all of this modern technology that allows me to be myself. I do these fantastic titties,
Woo!
and I've been just living life to the fullest ever since. It's just been peak life.
There you
That's all
go.
you got to do is titties. I recommend titties for. I think titties should be covered for everyone by law by the government. Like you don't have to get titties,
Uh huh.
but if you want titties,
Oh man,
you
I love titties. Man, nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Oh man. Uh,
That's on my platform. Free titties for everyone.
vote for Heather Rogue in 2024 election, y'all. Oh man. But yeah, man.
Universal.
So when did you get into comedy? Break that down for us. And like
Oh, okay.
who did like who were your influences, or did you have any influences?
Yeah, zero influences. I just started from scratch and then reinvented the whole. No, I'm just kidding. It's like,
Right. Like I'm the shit,
I,
motherfucker.
yeah. I mean, so it started off like my first time at an open mic. I was actually really, really sad. My friend was trying to cheer me up because I had lost, one of my closest friends to suicide,
Mm.
and I had already been a spoken word poet. I actually have a spoken word thing. I don't know when this airs, but on April 26th, I'm doing something called Spoken Not Slurred
Oh, okay.
on Zoom.
All
So
right.
if anyone wants to check out my poetry, they can, look me up at Real Life Pretend Psychic or just at Heather Road, and I'll be posting the flyer for that,
Yeah.
as well as all my other shows. But yeah, so I already do poetry, and so I'm already used to just signing up for an open mic and being
Right.
on stage.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit different, but it's like I didn't give a fuck. I just lost my best friend. In transitioning, it's like I already have to kind of like face the concept of public fame just by stepping
Mm-hmm.
out the door in the morning.
Yeah.
So for me, there's nothing to lose,
Yeah.
and I can just get on stage and say fuck everybody here. Here's what I think's funny,
Yeah.
and it. So I did well right off the bat because of that.
And
But like
what year was this?
and that was I don't know 2017 December 2017. So
Okay.
I've been doing it like since that. So that I've been doing it 2 years and 3 months basically from that date.
Okay.
But I'd only did it a few times after that, and then in August, when Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones came out,
Yeah.
um, I was like kind of inspired by that to take comedy more seriously because he was essentially, talking about like it's a funny experience, with his trans jokes. He's like, it's a funny experience. And I'm thinking like, well, yeah, it is, and we already kind of have our jokes about it.
Yeah.
And it's like we should really be the ones telling those jokes, like because we know them and we know the experience, and we can get everybody laughing
Yeah.
at the experience, right? And
Right.
everybody kind of comfortable about something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable and kind of creates tension between communities. And so it's like I almost felt called to do it by that,
Mm.
and I take it very seriously, but because of the fact that it's like it is a responsibility where I have the ability to make a lot of waves in a positive way,
Yeah.
but I just, I put all that seriousness into just being the funniest fucking person I possibly can because that's like the
Yeah.
only thing that matters to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not trying to fucking change people's minds. I'm just trying to make them laugh and like get everybody laughing together, and then that just like everyone can fucking relax and not be afraid of each other
Mhm.
anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. No, that's dope. Like, were you were you already in Sacramento? Like, after doing comedy, and kind of immersing yourself in the scene a little bit, or did you kind of just recently move to Sacramento, or how did that work out?
I've been in Sacramento for about, I don't know, a couple of years. Like I was going to school for journalism. I was a
Mm-hmm.
journalist. And I was doing that when I first discovered comedy, and like my first time at an open mic, and I was in Sacramento. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like already, I was like working, I was writing about pop for Sac News and Review, and working for another magazine as well that I ended up dropping, and I ended up dropping, all like I was also a writing tutor.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I had like, yeah, kind of been building a life in Sacramento that I just realized wasn't for me, and it's just like I wanted to do more, than be a pot writer,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
So was the open
so
mic, what open mic was that? If you do you remember?
that was as have you know Luna's?
Uh oh, yeah, yeah, I think so. I don't think I've been to that one, but I heard about it. It's was it on Tuesday nights?
Yeah, they do it on
Yeah.
Tuesdays. It's on 15th. It's like one of my favorites. Well, I mean, it's of my favorites. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I really like Stab a lot too. Stab
Oh,
comedy on
yeah,
Broadway.
yeah, I fuck with Stabs.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, you should fuck with Luna's too. Like, it's a good one. What else? Like, Comedy Spot has a great open mic.
Yeah, Comedy
One, I don't
Spot
know.
is one of them.
They got Vince's tonight, right? So I'm
Mhm.
trying to hit up that.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm supposed to head out. Actually, I have a 420 show. It's something that Lola put together. So I'll be in the area. Trying to find a ride out there. Actually. So we'll see. But yeah, but Vince is definitely out there. Friday
yeah,
nights.
they had
Yeah.
they had more too. Like on the wide. I mean, they had a bunch that are currently not happening, but hopefully will soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
I'm I've been luckily they're letting me go. They're letting me perform at the clubs, right? Like I just did Last Unlimited
I saw that.
showcase.
I saw that. That's. It sounded like
Yeah,
yeah, because I know I knew some of the people on there. Obviously, some of the Sacramento cats. And where I'm from, Stockton. Some of my comedy brothers went up there as well. So, and yeah, it sounded like it was a good time. Uh, how'd you feel about that whole experience?
it was great. They gave me 3 minutes. I don't even remember. I don't even realize how many people I brought, but probably not as many as I said I would.
Hmm.
So I just like stormed the gates and like basically did parkour on the stage. While wearing a nice dress. So it was a fun
Yeah.
juxtaposition, and I'll be actually hosting a show at Last on June 3rd.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um, this is what parkour earns you, I guess.
Hmm.
I was good. I was ready to eat the stage. Like I was really gonna go for it. I was so excited the comedy was back. I might eat the stage when I'm hosting. I'm not sure yet. You'll have to come see and find out because one of these days I will eat the
there,
stage. And if you miss it, like I'm not filming it.
there you go, y'all.
I'm also I'm also gonna be a Comedy Spot on like April 30th. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, is Comedy
Um,
Spot open? Um.
they're doing they're doing shows right
Oh.
now. They're doing showcases and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's outdoors still. I'm not sure. I haven't done one yet. This will be my first one,
Oh. Okay.
so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward.
It's
To
not a
that.
bad venue. There's some mixed feelings about it from a lot of comedians, which I'm not gonna name, but but it's okay. They offer um classes there for the most part,
Yeah,
and
I actually took two classes through
oh yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I did the things, the two things where you build a type five and then you go and just like get a guaranteed spot like
right,
once a week for like that was like it was like a big reason why I did it was just so I could get guaranteed spots and then also get like kind of like familiar
mm-hmm,
so that I could get easier access to the open mic list or like get on it better,
yeah,
you know. And it was worth it just for that. But also, I did get a lot of good tips just to start out with that, you know, help save some
mm-hmm,
time when you're a new comedian. So it wasn't bad. I like them for the open mics. They haven't ever they did book me right before COVID happened,
ah,
so I was booked for them for something, but then they had to cancel
uh-huh,
it. It was like FemFest. They had to cancel FemFest, and like I think they changed it to something else that I wasn't booked for. I'm not, or maybe they did that with Weekend. I got like all my shows got canceled for COVID, right?
yeah,
So it was, yeah, it sucked. But so this is my first time being booked for a showcase there.
nice. Hey,
Um, but I always like the room. It's bright,
mm-hmm,
you know, but it's like harder to see the
yeah.
audience.
Oh man, you're telling me, Heather. You're telling me.
I can't even imagine. Uh,
Shots fired. No. um, you know what? It's not a bad room. I just don't like the acoustics too much. I guess. It,
oh yeah,
it's a
it's
little
a
echoey for some reason. Well, yeah. I'm guessing it's the acoustics and maybe a higher ceiling or something. I don't know. It's just a weird. Um,
yeah. I always just talk up whoever you know because I don't you know book me more comedy spot. It's a great club. You guys five
yeah,
stars
yeah, yeah. Hey, man, put me on anywhere, everywhere. Shit, fuck.
everywhere. Valencia Club, greatest club in
Right.
all of California.
Oh my god. Um. Yeah, man. So like, ha- um. So you're doing the mics. And you said you know officially started in 2017 of December. Um. And when
Thanks
did
for that.
like how soon did you like get comfortable with it to where like okay like I think I can do this, like I did a few open mics already. I think people are you know responding to me. I'm getting laughs like like how far into it did you like okay, yeah, I think I can do this.
Well, that was about that time when I told you it like August basically was I'd only been to I think a couple open mics and I threw in some comedy jokes at a poetry thing that I've been booked
Mm-hmm.
for. And I think for like Trans Day of Visibility that year or
Yeah.
something. And so like I'd been kind of experimenting, but when I took it seriously, like I took it seriously full stop and like kind of just like dove
Mm,
in a hundred
right.
percent. Um, and so like it wasn't even necessarily I can do this. It's like I mean I knew I could do that. I had gotten good feedback. People told me keep doing it. You know, you're actually good. Like a lot of people had told me that. Like Ruby Setnick, I remember one time she I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a local comedian and she actually mentioned that to me. And it was like good hearing that from I guess, you know, people who I just don't think would necessarily just like walk up and say
R-
that to anyone and they're like, no, actually you should do
yeah.
this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so yeah, I don't know. Like and I'd made mistakes early on. Like I bombed bad enough that I walked away from set thinking, okay, I can't do this. I have to quit and go find
Mm-hmm.
something else because like I just fucking embarrassed myself so bad that I can never face a crowd again. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? And at that point I realized like I didn't actually have a choice but to do it because it's just like who I am, and it's like what am I gonna do otherwise? You know what I mean? Like live some mundane existence where I'm not following what like like this is what I'm
Right,
born
right.
to do.
Man, that's what's up. Yeah, and obviously you continued on ever since, and you're doing, like you mentioned, you're doing some showcases now. And that's
Yeah,
awesome. Um, like as far as because I talked to different comedians. I've had comedians on the podcast, and a lot of times I would ask them like, "What's your writing process?" Like, because everyone's a little different. Like, as far as their writing process. What about yours? Like, how do you go? How do you approach it?
oh I guess so. I guess I'm more than just a comedy
Mm,
writer, right? And so for me I do follow just in general, and not necessarily for comedy writing, but for general, and like I've always got some kind of project, and it depends, how I feel, what it is. I'm usually procrastinating something, but I with something else, you know what I mean. But I do something called like the Seinfeld method, well, and I looked it up that way, but it's called different things other places. But basically, I've also heard about it from Stephen King, where it's just like you write every day. You know what I mean? And you try and write at the same time every day, and you don't
mm-hmm,
have to do it well. Just do two crappy pages a day if you're trying
mm-hmm.
to write a book, or just do two crappy jokes a day, or just spend some time in your head working on jokes. I guess if that's all you want to do, and I do a little bit of that, not
Right.
necessarily every day, but I've definitely a lot of times for me, it's like with joke writing, I am just always excited about a joke. And it's like if I just sit by myself long enough, I'll just start
Mm-hmm.
working on bits like
Right.
automatically. I am. So it's like, and I'll be thinking about them and kind of like breaking them down into how do I nail it? How do I, and then I'll like, once I get it to the most crystallized form I can, eliminating everything
Right.
extra that I can
Yeah.
find, then
Coming
I
up with
start
tags
like,
and stuff.
then I start like
Yeah.
extending it, right? And not only that, but amplifying it, where it's like, like right now I'm writing this joke about asterisk.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I wanna, and like when I was first thinking about it, I was just like, I really like asterisk because it turns reading into a
Mm.
scavenger hunt, and that's just like the one basic one
Right.
liner. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you encounter scavenger hunts when you read Braille or whatever. Do they have
Uh,
those?
you know what? I'm pretty sure they do, but I don't think I like messed with it or whatever. But yeah.
It's just like this weird thing when you're reading where you have to find the matching butthole in order to solve the riddle, basically. Um, and I'm writing this joke right now. And at first I was thinking like find the matching snowflake, but really it also looks like a butthole. And then I'm also thinking about, well, it's ironic because it also kind of
Yeah.
represents a
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Barry Bonds is a world record hitter, right? Hall of Fame hitter, but right, he has
Yeah.
an asterisk, so it means but he
Right. Right.
roided
Yeah.
up or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's just funny like that. Like, yeah, I'm a
Right.
real woman, asterisk.
Oh, there,
But
but yeah.
I come with extra features. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody wants to drive
Yeah.
stick. You know, and that's fine. That's fine if you don't want to drive stick. But also, human beings aren't fucking automobiles, so maybe
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
be misogynistic. You know, And all of that is like pre-written shit that I've just been thinking that just like goes one piece into another piece, and it's like, I don't know, I might never get that far because I might go try the asterisk bit right at the beginning at an
Yeah,
open
yeah,
mic and it just sucks. It's just like there's no way to recover it. But maybe some piece that I was thinking about like can come back, and maybe I can just like find fun times to absurdly accuse the audience of the misogyny that my own
yeah.
material has in it. You know what I mean? And like just because they're laughing at it, and I love doing that too because it makes people uncomfortable. Um,
Right,
which
right.
is like my whole
No,
routine.
that's what's up. Yeah, cause like it's interesting with joke writing because like for me like I'll uh, I'll work on a premise and like as far as like writing stuff down, um yeah, I'll think of a premise or idea and then and put it into my phone, just like maybe a couple words or whatever, and then I'll just look at it later, and go back to it or whatever, if I don't come up with anything at that moment. But that's how I kind of work. And then usually like I'm like for me I'm like just thinking about it all the time. Like I'm just in my thoughts, and then like
Right.
on stage, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of just try it out. I kind of write on stage, try it out there, and then afterwards look at the video clip and then maybe tweak it a little bit, take stuff out, and obviously a lot of times in joke writing you want to cut out the fat, and that's what I've been told, like over the years, like just kind of take out the little extra stuff and then keep what's the good parts basically.
So, do you find that watching the video recording helps you cut out the fat especially well,
Yeah, because
or listening to it?
like let's say if I have a joke and and I'm recording it, and I look, and let's say it does well, and I'm look, and then I watch the playback and I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. And that's where like sometimes when you do record it, because that's what I've been told as well, like comedians that's been doing comedy longer than me, it's like you got to record your sets, and then and I'm like, okay, that joke did well, but I can take out maybe this part that maybe didn't flow well, or it wasn't necessary. Maybe it was just a little extra. Maybe I can just take that part out, or maybe add something. So in terms of yeah, the clip, the video clip, yeah, it's definitely helpful.
Yeah, I guess I just always feel like I can tell that on stage, like when I am taking too long to say something,
Yeah,
and I can
no, that's
feel it. You
yeah,
know what I
that's
mean? Like
that's
I can
definitely
feel the
true as
drop.
well. Yeah, because there's been some times where like, oh, okay, like, oh fuck, I think I just fucked up, or botched that whole part there, and or whatever. And yeah, no, definitely I feel you on that. I think that's part of it as well.
But I definitely have been told to record. I've been like given
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
as homework because I've taken many comedy classes, and like I've been in
Mm-hmm.
every single
Yes.
one. It's like record your sets, and me just being a stubborn, lazy,
Come on,
proud,
Heather, record your
entitled
shit.
diva. I'm too good. I want to, but and I have like just as a fun little let's record it. And I made it maybe 30 seconds into listening to it before I'm just
you,
like,
you
son of
know, you,
garbage. I know what I did, and it sounds bad. I know where I
you know what
fucked up. I don't need to like
you know what here's
punish
another thing with the
myself again.
video clip. Oh man, it's and I've talked to other comedians about this, like watching your own set on a playback, like sometimes it's like brutal, like why am I torturing myself? like it's like it's like some weird thing going on, like because like
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's you don't it's like you don't even want to listen to it, but you have to, or I mean watch it, you know what I'm saying, like you have to in order to get better, because a lot of it's almost like doing stand up in public speaking. Like a lot of times people don't want to or they get nervous in getting on stage, like in front of people. That's really hard. And then like
Oh yeah,
in
yeah. That's
watching your set on video, like it's like, oh my god, it's like, but you have to do it, it's
I'm gonna do it just so that I can see how much I pace and if I can direct that. And like lately, I've been realizing because when I first started, I was very deadpan, and some people still think of me as like super
mm-hmm.
deadpan. But and I can't do it like I have a range, and it goes there. But because I'm like pacing, I'm realizing that I bring a lot of that nervous energy, and I'm trying to be more deliberate about it and use and make choices to like kind of own the stage more rather than turn it into a distraction. You know what I mean? Make sure that all of that energy feeds my material and I'm not just like nervous. You know what I mean? Like fiddling and fidgeting and all that other stuff that I do when I'm nervous. And that's something that I definitely could be using watching a video in order to reinforce. But it's also like I still feel like I know what my weaknesses are already, and punishing myself in video just to reinforce what I already know is not. But it probably would. Maybe I really I don't know. Maybe my
Yeah.
memory is good
Well,
enough.
if
Maybe not.
anything,
Maybe I just do need to.
it
Just
it gives you like a visual look inside to you can look at it as like, okay, uh okay, let's
yeah,
say if you're confident enough with the material, then maybe the stage presence, maybe my shoulder is off, or maybe I should put my foot in this area, or holding the mic lower, or it could be something like that, something minor, and or whatever, yeah.
yeah, and that's true. All right, fine. You've persuaded me. I'm gonna I'm gonna record my very next
And
set
you know what, you heard it
the
first,
night of
y'all, because
Vince's. I'm
if
gonna
Heather
record it,
blows up,
and
if she becomes a big time comedian, and she has a Netflix special within the next year or two, you heard it first right here. I, I'm gonna take
you're
credit for that,
thinking
Heather.
small.
Oh my god. Um.
um, yeah,
Right.
Netflix is yesterday. I'm gonna be on Disney Plus.
Oh my god. Man. That's awesome.
uh,
So like,
I'm just
obviously, we're probably gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. Obviously, you got something coming up, soon. You mentioned, you're hosting in June at Labs, and you got Comedy Spot. Any other opportunities that's coming your way, or that something in the works in the near future?
yeah. Here's my plugs. All right. So also just so you know, you can go to at real life pretend psychic on Instagram, and I'll put all
Mm-hmm.
my flyers there, etc. I'll make a
Yeah.
super flyer with all my upcoming shows. How about that? I promise it'll come. um, and I don't know when this is airing, but like yeah, I've got on April 28th, I'm gonna be at Asiento in San Francisco. Um, and then on April 30th, I'm at Comedy Spot in Sacramento. And then May 1st, I think there's a roast battle that's put on by like Josh Means. You know about that one? Can't remember. I don't know if it's
Oh
verbal
yeah, yeah,
insults,
okay.
but it might be verbal
Yeah,
insults, and I
I've
think
been
it's up
hearing
in
them
Chico
do a
now.
lot of stuff
But
out there with the roast battles. Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a roast battle. I'm an undefeated
Whoo,
roast
man.
battler, but so it'll be, you can. watch
Mm-hmm.
me keep my title on May 1st, I believe. And then on I think May 8th, I'm gonna be in
Oh,
Reno
is that
at
Shannon
Level
Battle?
Cup,
Shannon Battle
and
thing?
then
Yeah.
uh, yeah. Shannon Battleston. I did it once before. We did a whole weekend, and it
Yeah.
was killer. But this time we're just going for the night. And I mean, if I want to stay the weekend, I can. But I have another show, a clown burlesque show, which is going to be on the internet. It's like there's comedians, drag queens. I might go in drag, but I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
do reverse drag because I've already transitioned. So I'm already a woman. So for me, drag
Mm.
is kind of going backwards. So I'm going to be a drag queen. Um, you don't have like I was booked as a comedian. Drag for me is optional, but why would I pass up the opportunity to dress like a pirate captain or something fun? Um, and then yeah, and June 3rd, I'm
Yeah,
hosting at Laughs Unlimited. I think that's a Carlos Rodriguez show. And I don't know what else I'm doing. There's some other
man.
things, but that's just tip of the
That's
iceberg. So
awesome
look
to
me up
hear.
if you go
That's
to any of my
straight up
shows
fire right there.
because
She's doing big things. She's making it happen. Um, she's everywhere. Man, you guys gotta check her out. And man, best of luck. Definitely, Heather. That's awesome. I like to see other people, doing well and succeeding. You know, just doing what we love to do, and which is is comedy. Whether we have a Netflix special or not, it's just it's all about doing what we love, with what we love to do. AOL,
Netflix is
AOL.
yesterday. I'm gonna be on Yahoo. I'm gonna be on
Ink,
AOL. Get your CDs out. Go
laser
find your
disc.
old CDs.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, man, I'm hoping this works out next week because I think Shannon's doing another show in Reno, so I'm waiting for a confirmation. But man, I love Shannon. Shannon's dope. So hopefully he can we can put that together. But as far as my stuff, where's my damn podcast, bitches? That's right. Go go check it out. It's on your various streaming platform. It's on Apple, Google, all that good stuff. This will be up on my YouTube channel as well. And yeah, man, go comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Heather, it was a pleasure having you on, spending some time with us. Man, thank you, thank you. Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
And
I had a good time.
man, what are you doing, Vince's tonight? What like it, like in the next couple days? You got anything? You popping up to any other mics?
Well, I'm doing a little online open mic on 420, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
like a test of my material. I got that going on, but no, not until next week.
Yeah.
I'm just doing open mics right now. I got some new jokes I need to work on, and I also just want to kind of take it easy because I got a fat week of
Right.
traveling,
Awesome.
commuting
Well,
between venues
Heather,
coming up.
have a good rest of the day, a good Friday, have a good weekend. Man, we appreciate you for being on the show, and this will I'll definitely keep you posted. I This should be up sometime next week, hopefully. So I'll definitely keep you posted and everything. Yep. Heather Rogue, y'all. Go
Okay,
check her
cool.
out. Go follow her on the different social media websites, and just support you know comedy. Support local comedy. Support my fellow homies. They're doing big things. So go do that. All right. Until next time. Where's my damn podcast, yo? Peace.